Okay, good. Welcome. Let's just sit with closed eyes for a moment. Straight spine. Starting to feel the body, the breath, the heartbeat. Feeling the ground we are sitting on. And starting to in and exhale a little bit deeper. Feeling that the air goes deep into the body and comes out from the belly, through the chest and the lungs. Relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders, the hands. Feeling centered and grounded. And you will do 3 rounds of full yogic breath. So the next inhale in the belly comes out and is filled with air completely. Then we feel the chest and even the shoulders. Body is full of air, and then exhaling from the shoulders, from the chest and from the belly. Full exhale. Enjoying the silence in between. And then again, a big inhale into the belly. Then into the chest. And if you want, even a bit more into the shoulders. And complete exhale. Shoulders, chest, belly. And the last one. Deep inhale, belly. Chest. And shoulders. And exhale, shoulders, chest, and belly. And then observing for a moment the effects. You might feel a bit calmer, maybe a bit energized. And with the next breath, gently open the eyes, blinking a couple of times, getting used to the light, and giving ourselves a good stretch. And also stretching the sides to right and left a couple of times. And bringing the arms down, rolling the shoulders. Other direction. And then we interlace the fingers and bring them behind the head, pushing the head into the hands, opening the chest, bring the chest out. Taking a deep inhale, and on the exhale, bring the chin to the chest, bring the elbows a bit together. And with the weight of the hands, we stretch the neck. Inhale, opening again, head back, chest open. And exhale, chin to the chest. Once more, open. And exhale. And then bring the head back to the middle and starting to move the elbows in circles. Loosening up the upper back. And then changing direction. And we stop and bring the arms down, checking out a little bit. Opening the arms to the side, starting to warm up the fingers. Moving the hands. Keeping the spine straight, the shoulders relaxed, eyes relaxed. And then making a fist with the hands, rolling the fists around. And the other direction. Hands down. Let's roll the head around once, slowly and gently. Whenever we feel pain, we stop there or go slower to release the tension. Big circle with the head. And then changing direction. Same the other way around. And back to the middle. And then we stretch out the legs and shake them a couple of times. And come back to the backward plank, just stretching the whole body. Hands inside, fingers pointing forward. And then pushing ourselves up, letting the head fall back. Lengthening the whole body. And coming back down. Just letting the body, upper body falling forward. Counter movement. And we'll do the same thing again, just kind of keeping the head to the front. And moving the hips from right to left. And down. And coming to a knee stand. We first stretch out the back. Fingertips moving forward. Making the back longer, stretching the spine. And then along the nose, along the mat, we come forward. And to the middle, doing a couple of cat and cow movements to gently warm up spine. The inhale, bending the spine. And the exhale, rounding it. Pushing the belly button in. Inhale, bend. And exhale, round. And stopping in the middle, taking the toes under, pushing the toes into the mat. You can even lift the knees a little bit, doesn't have to. And releasing, bringing the feet up, moving the toes a little bit around. And then pushing the toes again in the mat, warming them up, bringing pressure and weight on them, lifting the knees a little bit. And then coming up in the downward dog, straight spine, long arms, shoulders away from the ears, head between the arms, buttocks up. The legs can be bent and we start walking the heels down to the mat, warming up the calf muscles, the back of the thighs. And then we stop, pushing both heels down, just to the point where we feel the stretch, breathing into it twice. And the next inhale, we bring the hips down and the chest out. And exhale, coming up again. If it's heavy on the back, just put the knees down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one last time. Exhale, walking the feet towards the hands in small steps. And then grabbing the elbows, just letting the head and the spine hang down. You might even feel a stretch in just relaxing the spine. The weight of the arms, moving the head, saying yes and no a couple of times. And even the upper body, you can move it a bit around, releasing tension from the spine. And with the next inhale, we slowly roll up to come to a standing position and to come to the beginning of the mat, ready for some sun salutations. So we stand grounded in both feet in mountain position, the weight equally distributed, the legs, leg muscles activated. You can bring the toes all up once, and bring them back on the mat, starting with the pinky little toe, spreading them out. And then bringing the belly in, the chest out, the shoulders back and down, long neck. And on the next inhale, bring the arms up, palms of the hands together, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bending forward, hands down. Inhale, long spine looking forward. Exhale, stepping or jumping back into the plank position. And then coming into the lower plank, elbows close to the body. Inhale, cobra. Downward dog. Pushing the heels down on the mat. Inhale, looking forward. And stepping or jumping back. Straight spine. Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale, coming up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, arms down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, stepping or jumping back into the plank position. Lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog. Looking forward, stepping or jumping back. Exhale, nose to the knees. And inhale, coming up, lengthening the spine. Exhale down. Another one. Up and down. And up. And back. And lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog. Stepping or jumping forward. Nose to the knees. And up. And down. One last one. Fast. Up. And down. And up. And back into the plank. Lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog. Jumping or stepping back. Long spine. Nose to the knees. In and up. Exhale out. Taking a moment to center, to ground yourself on the feet. Closing the eyes, feeling the movement, the heat in the body. Just noticing the effects. Relaxing the face. And then we prepare for sun salutations V and some variations to twist and stretch. So on the inhale, bring the arms up, hands together. Exhale, we come down into the chair. Take a deep inhale, exhale down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, stepping or jumping back into the plank. Pushing a bit backwards into the plank, enjoying the plank for a moment. Feeling the core muscles work, feeling the strength of the shoulders. And then exhale, coming down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Both heels to the mat. Lifting the right leg, bringing it up in the air. Feeling the strongest stretch in the left leg. Continue to breathe deeply. And then in one go, bring the right foot between the hands. Bring the left knee on the mat. Coming up, stretching down. Letting the hips fall down. Deep inhales into the chest. And then bring the hands together behind the back, interlacing. And if you want, you can pull yourself a little bit back. Or just open the chest a bit more. With the arms pulling backwards. And exhale, bring the hands back down. Pushing into the left foot, putting it sideways to have more stability. To be able to push up into the warrior one. And we come up. Straight spine. The knee, the front knee above the ankle pointing forward. The hips both pointing forward. Long arms. Deep inhale and exhale here. And another inhale. And on the exhale, we bring the hands back down. The foot back, plank. Lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog, pushing the heels back down. Bring the feet a bit more forward. And then lifting the left leg off the mat. Hips pointing down on the mat, straight spine. Face relaxed. Breathing into the stretch. One more inhale, and on the exhale, bring the left foot between the hands. The right knee on the mat. Coming up, letting the hips fall down. Opening the hips. Keeping the spine straight, the shoulders relaxed. Smile on the face. And then bringing the hands together behind the back. Opening the chest a little bit more. And bring the hands back on the mat. Bring the left foot on the mat, preparing to come up. And coming up into warrior one. Smile on the face. Long arms, long spine. Stretching towards the ceiling. Deep inhale. And exhale, coming back down. Plank, lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog. Looking forward, preparing to jump or step back. Straight spine. Exhale, nose to the knees. And inhale, coming back first into the chair. Making sure we still stand on all parts of the feet. Inhale, lengthen, straightening. Exhale, hands down. Very good. Another one. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, down. Inhale, looking up, straight spine. Exhale, jumping or stepping back. plank. And stay in the plank for a moment, pushing backwards. If you want, you can even lift one leg up, increasing the tension a little bit. If you have that change now, and then come down into the lower plank, into the cobra, into the downward dog. Deep inhale, exhale, bring the right foot between the hands, turning sidewards, keeping the knee underneath of the armpit. And then we open to the side, into the extended side angle pose, stretching out the body. One line between the left toe, big toe, and the left thumb, lengthening. And then bring the hand back down, adjusting the foot to come up into warrior one. Staying for a moment. Taking 3 deep in and exhales. Self-correcting, auto-correcting the position. The knee, the right knee is above the ankle. The hips are pointing forward. Shoulders relaxed, long arms. And then bring the hands in front of the chest prayer position and point them on the right knee. And then push into it to twist to the right side. If it's too balanced, you can bring the left knee down. Pushing into the right toe in the mat to keep the balance. And exhale, bring the hands down, plank, lower plank, cobra, downward dog. Deep in and exhale here. And then bringing the left foot between the hands, coming into the extended side angle pose. Lengthening the body. Fingers, the right hand pointing forward, stretching the body. And then preparing to come up, warrior one. Knee pointing forward, hips forward, face relaxed. Deep inhales into the chest. Next, exhale, hands in prayer position. And then bringing the right elbow on the left knee and twisting to the left side. Again, it's a bit balancey, you have to adapt the foot in the back. And if it's too balancey, just bring the right knee down. A deep twist. And on the next exhale, hands down, leg back plank, lower plank, cobra, downward dog, looking forward, preparing to jump or step back, long spine, exhale, nose to the knees, inhale, coming up into the chair, exhale, inhale, long spine, exhale, arms down, good. Kicking out a little bit, preparing for some balance. And let's bring the feet together, grounding both feet in the mat first. Feeling the weight on all parts of the feet. And then preparing for the tree. So bringing the weight on the right foot, posing the left sole, and on the lower or on the higher part of the leg, not against the knee. Pushing the right toe into the mat, not to lose the balance that knee. Activating the core muscles. Fixing a point in front of us. And when we are ready, we can bring the arms up. And stay here for 7 in and exhales. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Arms down, foot down, shaking out a little bit. Centering the weight, both feet, and then shifting to the left. Placing the right sole. Pushing to the left toe, activating the core. And when we are ready, bringing the arms up, counting to 7. 3, 2, 1, 0. Shaking out a little bit, taking deep inhale, exhale through the mouth, closing the eyes for a moment, feeling the effects of the sun salutation on the balance. Just notice are there any parts in the body where you feel a special sensation. And then opening the eyes again, coming back to the beginning of the mat. Big toes touching each other, heels slightly apart, mountain position. Inhale, bring the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, we bend down. And we stay for a moment, trying to keep the spine as straight as possible. Just to look a bit forward if that helps. Using the inhale to lengthen the spine. And the exhale, bring the belly a bit closer towards the thighs. And then bringing the hands down, stepping and jumping back into the plank, coming into the lower plank, holding the weight for a moment on the hands and the toes, keeping the body in the air, elbows close. And then releasing, inhale, cobra, downward dog, bring the heels down, looking forward, and then we prepare for a jump with bent legs so that we come to a sitting position. Bring the feet forward, shaking them out a couple of times. And we'll do the boat position to strengthen the belly muscles. Bring the arms behind. And the next thing, lifting the legs, either bent or straight, whatever you choose. Keeping the arms behind to support or bringing them forward. Counting to 5. And 5. Releasing. Taking a deep inhale, exhaling through the mouth. And preparing for the second round. Inhale, legs up. Again, you choose the position. And you choose what you do with your arms. Whether you want to have them in the front or not. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Relaxing, shaking out. Deep in and exhale. And we go into the last round. Straighten the spine on the inhale, bringing the legs up in whichever position you choose. Counting to 5. Continuing breathing. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Relaxing. Taking a deep in and exhale. Crossing the legs, hands to the front. Bring the feet back again into the plank. Lower plank. Cobra. Downward dog. And from here, we just come to lie on the belly. Bring the feet together and come into the Sphinx. So on the inhale, bringing the upper body up, pushing into the hands and the elbows, relaxing the lower back, coming as high as possible, in keeping the arms on the mat, a gentle back bend. Lower back is relaxed. If you feel the lower back, you may have to activate the belly muscles a little bit more. And exhale, we come down, bringing the arms to the front, and on the next inhale, lifting the right arm and the left leg. And exhale down, and change immediately. And down again, another change. And down. And the last time, left arm, right leg. And then we form a pillow with the hands and relax for a moment. And then we grab the feet, both at the time, or one by one if that works better. Pushing the heels on the buttocks to stretch the thighs. If you can't feel the stretch, you may have to lift the legs a little bit. Inhale into the chest. And then from here, if you don't have lower back problems, you may come up into the bow, pushing into the feet, lifting the knees, lifting the chest as high as possible. Feeling the bend in the back, feeling into the spine that rounds, breathing into the chest. And exhale, coming down, pushing yourself up into the child position, relaxing the lower back. And from here, coming to sit on the heels, bringing the right arm up, lengthening the spine, and letting it, bending it, grabbing the left hand behind the back. Or if you can't reach it, just pushing the elbow gently back. Hands pulling into each other, face relaxed. And exhale, release, shaking out the arms and doing the same on the other side. Chest out, face relaxed. And you release. Sit down next to the heels, grabbing the knees and rolling back. Rolling a couple of times forward and back, but massaging the spine. And then bringing the feet on the mat close to the buttocks, activating the core muscles, pushing the spine in the mat. And opening the knees sidewards, soles of the feet touching each other. You can also put the hands on the knees. Spine continues pushing down on the mat. And then bringing the knees together and letting them fall to one side, head to the other, spinal twists. And changing over to the other side. Back to the middle. Again, making an effort to push the spine down. Really use the belly muscles to push the belly button down against the spine. The entire spine is in the mat, the shoulders on the mat, hands on the mat. And then we lengthen the legs. And on the next inhale, bring them up. If you need support with the hands underneath the buttocks to keep the spine on the mat, that works a bit better. And then slowly, in pushing the spine on the mat, bring the legs up into a 90-degree position, pointing and flexing them a couple of times, relaxing the shoulders on the mat, and pointing them, and flexing them, feeling the stretch in the back of the legs, candle position. And mentally prepare for the shoulder stand. On the next inhale, you can bend the legs, bring them to the forehead. Support your back with your hands and come into the shoulder stand, making sure your weight is on the shoulders and the elbows, not on the head. Staying here for 7 deep in and exhales. You may look at your belly, how it moves, and breathe. Relaxing into the shoulder stand. One last deep inhale. On the exhale, bending the knees, bring towards the forehead and rolling out of the position. Keeping the knees close to the chest. Pulling the knees into the chest. Bring the nose up to the knees to really round the back. Grabbing both big toes and stretching the legs as far as possible. Feeling the stretch in the back of both the legs. And then we release the legs into the mat. Lying Shavasana. Closing the eyes. And starting to relax the entire body. Taking a deep inhale into the belly. Exhaling through the mouth. And with the exhale, all the weight goes into the mat. All the tension goes out of the body. Let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale, releasing all the tension. Relaxing the toes, feet, the legs, buttocks, belly. Relaxing the shoulders, the arms, the hands and fingers. Relaxing the spine, the neck, the head. Relaxing the tongue, the jaws, the eyes, the entire body. Just enjoy a little bit of time in the space of complete relaxation. Taking a deep inhale into the body again. And exhale through the mouth. Moving toes and fingers to wake up. Bring the left hand on the heart, rolling on the right side. Relaxing here for a moment with closed eyes. And then supporting yourself to come back to a sitting position. Getting used to it again. Let's bring some heat in the palms, rubbing them against each other. And placing the warm palms on the eyes gently. Feeling the warmth transferring, relaxing the eyeballs. And then behind, protection of the hands. You may gently open the eyes, bring the hands down, getting used to the light, bring some gratitude into your body. Feeling for a moment how the body feels after the practice, how the mind feels. Is it more relaxed? And then say thank you and namaste